They gotta check the YouTube Zach Hudson now, cause yeah, after that little mishap.
Yeah, his YouTube channel is Zach Hudson. Click like and sub to him. Also, please click like and sub to Giggles. Click like and sub to Mike Mortal Kombat Jets. Click like and sub to BPW, McCoy Gaming Experience, Patrick Grady, Harry Jones, TJ Funakoshi, All Star Geo, Brian Marquez. And if I've forgotten anybody, I apologize. It's 1:30 in the fucking morning. Okay. I'm getting too old for this shit. No, I'm just fucking with you guys. I'm gonna still be doing late night streams. It's just I need some sleep. I haven't really gotten some decent sleep like the last couple days. So,
Pussy.
Diabetic. Dude, like there's an old saying: I can sleep when I'm dead. But here's the thing: even a well-oiled machine needs to go into the shop for repairs. Okay. So.
Bitch.
You know, I can't. You are a cunt. You know that. Fuck your Tennessee volunteer loving ass. Fucking dick. See if I plug your YouTube channel again, motherfucker. You know, again, click like and sub to Zach Hudson when he's not being a bitch. He's had too much shine. Stick it up your ass.
How about you kiss it?
Nah, you know, when the Volunteers win a national championship,
man,
yeah,
fuck the Volunteers. Maybe. I live in Tennessee.
Or when the Titans win a Super.
What? No, fuck him then. Come here, bitch.
You know. You know what, Zach? I ought to create you on this game, man.
And knock yourself out. Oh, there he is.
I should do that. You know what? I'll do that tomorrow morning because I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up probably around 8, and I'll do a quick stream. Hopefully, you guys will be on. And tomorrow, I really do want to talk about the old. Territory days, like the Tennessee Territory. I especially wanted to talk about one Jerry the King Lawler.
Oh man, yes.
Because, I wouldn't do that, but the Territory days, those are the things I know the least about in wrestling.
Well, this is where you're gonna get edumacated. Okay.
Edumacated.
All right. Exactly. He's gonna get edumacated because you see, here's the thing. I'm a walking, talking wrestling encyclopedia. Like, for instance, Jerry the King Lawler has held 152 championships, but never has held the WWE Championship. And also, Jerry the King Lawler is the longest reigning AWA champion in AWA history.
How long did the reign go for?
6 months before Nick Bockwinkel took it off of him.
Only 6 months? I would have thought that would have been longer with how wrestling reigns were back then.
You have to remember in the Territory days, it would bounce around. He would go to the AWA North, which was where Gagne was, and then he would go down to where Jerry Jarrett was. And also, by the way, the first ever Intercontinental Champion for the WWE was Pat Patterson.
A lot of people know that, don't they?
Not many.
Didn't know that.
A very few people.
You would be surprised.
Doesn't know that.
And Pat Patterson is gay, but there's nothing wrong with that.
And it's a free world.
All right.
They're still very much in WWE's books.
And I'll also tell you this: Andre the Giant was the first ever WWE Hall of Famer. He was the inaugural inductee. Yes, he was the inaugural inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame before Vince's daddy.
Yeah, I've been to a few WrestleManias, and where it has like the books that have like the WrestleMania history on them. It shows Andre the Giant by himself as the very first Hall of Famer.
Man, Andre the Giant. It killed me, man. like I remember reading up on some. I already knew it, but it's been a minute. How he has to chug like pints on pints of Jack.
76. Oh my God! No! Andre the Giant could put down like 56 barrels of wine in just one sitting.
Dude was so, and it was so funny. They said the cops had to walk with him just to make sure he doesn't fall asleep on anybody. I was laughing.
Do you remember Jerry Blackwell?
Man, very little, but I do remember him.
I mean, you see, I want to talk about the AWA Tennessee, because in the AWA, you got to see Ric Flair, you got to see Wahoo McDaniel, you got to see Jerry the King Lawler. Wahoo McDaniel and Jerry the King Lawler had a feud, man. You also got to see Superstar Billy Graham, because Superstar Billy Graham had one run with the WWE. And then Vince's dad was like, "Nope, I hate that tie-dye crap. We're gonna release you." And Billy Graham, Superstar Billy Graham.
They did the exact same thing with Hulk Hogan, though.
Yeah, but that was after that was after Jess McMahon was dead, and he had sold the company to Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon was like, "You know what? I'm gonna." Run with Hulk Hogan, because actually Vince brought Hogan back, because Hogan was in the AWA, and right before Hogan came back, he was actually supposed to take the AWA Heavyweight Championship off of Nick Bockwinkel, but part of that deal was he was going to have to marry one of Vern Gagne's daughters, and Hogan was like, "Hell no, I'm not doing that." And so he did a job for Nick Bockwinkel after he did after he did Rocky III, and he went to WWE.
Vince could see the bigger picture.
Exactly. But, I mean, going back to the AWA, Jerry Jarrett was one of the few promoters who could actually compete with Vince at that time. Because, I mean, God, he had Arn Anderson, he had Tully Blanchard for a hot minute, he had Billy Jack Haynes, he had Jerry Blackwell, he had Jerry the King Lawler, he had the Midnight Rockers for a little bit, because they went to go work the Tennessee style with the Midnight Express. He had the Midnight Express, who still aren't in the Hall of Fame. Also, Jerry Jarrett basically gave Jim Cornette his start, because that's where Jim Cornette actually started, was in the AWA and Mid-South Territory of Tennessee. And my God, and plus with the territory days, you were able to share talent, which is what we're kind of getting now, sort of kind of with WWE setting up NXT UK, and
which is finally starting this Wednesday.
I know. I want to see someone beat Pete Dunne. He's held onto that title for too fucking long, and Pete Dunne isn't that fantastic to watch. He's not that good. You could find someone better. I do think he's overrated. But I mean, going back to the AWA though, I mean, Zach can attest this. The AWA in Tennessee. Tennessee is a hotbed for professional wrestling, whether it's on the independent circuit or WWE comes to town.
I know 3 places. I know 3 towns that each have probably 3 or 4 different wrestling areas.
Exactly. You got Nashville, you got Kingsport, you got Johnson City. Johnson City is a hotbed for professional wrestling.
It is.
You gotta start somewhere.
Oh yeah.
My first independent show, I was about 14 when I went to my first independent show, and it was Memphis Championship Wrestling. Jerry the King Lawler was there. The main event was Jerry the King Lawler versus Al Snow.
How about the decaf?
And I mean,
what year was that? What year was that?
This was back 2006, 2007.
Jerry Lawler was wrestling at that time.
Yes. Come on now. Do you honestly think Jerry still wrestles now? Jerry still wrestles now.
I was only asking because at that time Jerry Lawler was a full-time commentator with WWE.
He's on the weekends he wrestled. Because here's the thing, even though Jerry works full time for WWE, he takes independent bookings because there are days off. Okay, and Jerry not only does Jerry own his own restaurant, which is Dining with the King. It's in Tennessee. As a matter of fact, I can actually hold on. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. I just want to make sure that I have the right information.
Can Chris Jericho's
Yep, it's in Memphis.
Can Chris Jericho's Cruise be considered an independent show?
Yes.
Cool. 'Cause that'll be my first.
Zach, Jerry the King Lawler has 2 restaurants. He has Jerry the King Lawler's Memphis Barbecue Company. He also has Jerry the King Lawler's Hall of Fame Bar and Grill. Both are located in Memphis, Tennessee.
No, I'm gonna have to go to Memphis.
If I ever go to Memphis, I'll have to try that out.
He's there on the weekends.
Man.
And there's a lot of people who have dined there. It is my dream to go. And I've actually met Jerry the King Lawler. I don't know if you guys have seen my Twitter page.
Hey, come again.
For all you guys who follow me on Twitter, it's at Breakdown John at Twitter. But I actually got to meet Jerry the King Lawler at AwesomeCon 2017. I actually got to speak to him. Him and one other guy was there. The guy that he does comic book writing with, and I actually got to talk to him, and I was the only one at that convention to get a picture taken with him.
Damn, lucky ass.
Is Jerry? Do you think Jerry Lawler? This is a weird question, but do you think Jerry Lawler is as much of a perv as people say he is?
He is. He is not. It's just an act. He's one of the most down to earth people you can ever meet, and he's friendly. He's not that much of a dick. I was very fortunate to meet him, and I was very fortunate to speak with him at that convention. I got to speak to Shinsuke Nakamura and Charlotte Flair.
When was this?
2017, AwesomeCon.
Oh wow!
It was right. It was 2 days before Money in the Bank.
Oh, I'll just say real quick since you mentioned her. Boo to Charlotte Flair.
She is the Roman Reigns of the women's division. But I mean, seriously, if you're in the Memphis area, go down and check out the King's
If I
restaurant.
have to say, my most popular old school female wrestler would have to be Karma.
Or Awesome Kong, as she's better known.
Yeah.
Awesome Kong was great in Impact Wrestling, but when she came to WWE,
They kind of ruined her when she went to WWE.
She was pregnant and
She
then
ruined
had a
herself.
miscarriage.
Yeah.
It was really sad.
Yeah.
You can now see her on Glow, though.
Which is a great show, by the way.
I wonder how many of those girls have gotten tryouts.
Because I remember when I first saw her, man, then seeing her wrestle, I was like, God damn.
She was a beast.
Man, she was, man. Then she made a surprise appearance on the Royal Rumble.
Okay, we're talking about Nia Jax now. Overrated as hell. Can't stand her. I want her gone. I'm not a big fan of Nia Jax. I have never been impressed with her work, and I think she's way too clumsy, and her promos suck. The only reason she has a job is because she's The Rock's cousin.
Pretty much, at this point, I would wholeheartedly agree with you. But I mean, Karma could have done fantastic things if that didn't happen to her. And again, just let all you guys know out in YouTube land, I will be live tomorrow. I will be talking about the 8.
You probably won't bitch as much about being tired.
You are a fucking cunt. You will not let that go, you asshole.
No, I will not. Hey, I'm pretty going on as much less sleep as you are. Shit.
Also, by the way, guys, if you want to go to a great indie show in the Clinch River Valley area of Virginia, there is wrestling, and you'll get to see the Iron Cross. You get to see a couple other good people like Stan Lee, Mike Justice, Hillbilly Deluxe.
For a second there when you said Stan Lee, I was thinking the Marvel creator, basically.
No. A former member of the Midnight Express, beautiful Stan Lee.
I was like, what would a 94-year-old be doing wrestling?
Man, if he is wrestling, I swear to God, he must be in a very, very good shape. Cause 94 years old and wrestling at his age, man, props to that old dude.
He actually makes an appearance in the Spider-Man video game for the PS4.
Man, he makes an appearance in all Marvel-based things that he creates.
By the way, speaking of which, down in Texas, I've heard rumors, and I don't know if this is true, but Kevin Von Erich bought up the old Sportatorium, and he's trying to bring it back to its heyday.
What would he do with it?
He would reincarnate WCCW, but under a different name, supposedly. I mean, it's just a rumor. I don't know if it's true. But speaking of Marvel, how do you guys feel about being canceled?
You're breaking up on me on that one.
Were you saying Iron Fist?
Yes. Iron Fist has been canceled.
I didn't watch it personally, but a lot of people said the second season sucked, so it's not surprising.
Yeah, it did suck, because I watched them all, and first season was okay, then second season went a straight dive bomb.
I'm glad that they're bringing back Daredevil. I'm glad that they're bringing back Luke Cage. I hope Jessica Jones gets a season 3.
I've been wanting them to come out with another Luke Cage, man, because I was into that shit.
What's your thoughts on Jessica Jones?
I wasn't really into it for the first few episodes, but as I got into it, it was getting good.
I wouldn't mind seeing her lace up a pair of boots and go one-on-one.
With who?
Anybody. That chick could kick ass. She takes no shit from nobody.
Yeah, she really does.
She's a female Stone Cold.
Have her be the one to beat Ronda Rousey. Not.
So your thoughts on Brie Bella going to be a heel on Raw and Daniel Bryan being a babyface on SmackDown?
I could not give two shits about the Bella Twins, and I am pissed off that Nikki Bella is the main event of Evolution.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she's wrestling Ronda Rousey. You don't think that's gonna not be? Do you think that's not going to be the main event?
Oh my! I literally got no comment.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm not done there. So as people who watch a lot of WWE realize that their promos are heavily scripted, they're put on a piece of paper for their performers to, read from. The backstage thing that Brie and Nikki had explaining why they turned heel, they spouted some nonsense, and then the very last line they said, "We're going to turn this revolution into a Bella-lution," and I just sat there wanting to give myself a lobotomy. That line was so bad.
By the way, for all you wrestling fans, Sugar Shane Helms is, or the Hurricane is wrestling in Ring of Honor.
And he's wrestling Marty Scurll, the villain. How fitting.
Which just happened 3 hours ago.
Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through.
Doot 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 doot.
He should have been WWE champion.
He would have been fun as WWE champion.
I still remember his promos with The Rock. They were so much fun.
They were.
Yeah.
It should be a nice change of pace.
Man, you could put The Rock with anybody in a promo and it would be instantly better.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, King Kong Bundy is in the hospital.
Don't die on me.
I didn't realize he was still around.
How the fuck did you not know that he was still around?
I don't. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I just haven't heard anything about King Kong Bundy these last
Well, that's
few
because
years.
of the lawsuit. That's because of the...
He's a part of that concussion law. Was because that was dropped, but he was in that lawsuit too.
Yep. So was Demolition.
Yeah.
It was Demolition, King Kong Bundy, one who's dead now. Oh God. Dean Douglas, aka Shane Douglas. The Barbarian, the Warlord. Which, by the way, speaking of the Barbarian, he still looks like he could go.
He looked like he can still go a few rounds.
We were talking about that.
Come here,
last
bitch.
Time I was on stream. Last time I was on stream about how WWE were so petty about Demolition, they gave the New Day Demolition's record.
Give you that.
Pretty much. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, there'll be a new Eddie Guerrero documentary airing after SmackDown 1000 on the WWE Network.
I heard about that. That should be good. He died way too young.
Yeah.
He did. He was supposed to get another run with the championship.
He should have beaten Batista at No Mercy.
They were going to, but Kevin Dunn. Again, Kevin Dunn. Anyway, but I've run out of time for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys tomorrow at 8 a.m. We will be discussing Jerry the King Lawler and his time in the Tennessee territory and why he is so beloved. And please click like and sub to Zach Hudson, BPW, Patrick Grady, Mike Mortal Kombat Jets, Giggle Smiles, and I'll see you guys same breakdown time, same breakdown place tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it's time for your bedtime.
Go drink your bottle of Shine, you fucking hick.
I can't. I just finished that bitch last night.
I'll catch you guys later.
Later.
Later.